All right, so here we are at Meril, and I just wanted to show y'all how we actually make the Malfatti for this dish. And our ingredients are here. We have all-purpose flour, we have eggs that are whisked, we have ricotta cheese, and Parmesan. And in a minute, we're gonna mix all this up, and I'll show you the next step. All right, so the next step in the process, we've taken the ricotta, the Parmesan cheese, the eggs, and the flour, and we started working that together to make our dough. So what Mike is doing right now, he's going to work all that in, develop the glutens just enough, just like a gnocchi. You don't want to overdevelop the glutens. You want it to be soft like a pillow, but also have a little bit of a bite. So he's going to work this for a few minutes, using a little bit more flour for the board as needed. And next step, we're going to be moving on to blanching these. Okay. All right, so what Mike's doing here, he's taking the dough, he's let it rest. What that does is that relaxes the glutens. And then he's gonna roll it into little dolls. So basically he'll have these little narrow dolls, and he's going to cut those in shapes that look like this. And then that is what's gonna get blanched. Here he goes. There you have it. And now we're ready to blanch. So now Mike's gonna take the Malfatti that's all portioned out, and we have some heavily seasoned with salt water, and it should just be just below a boil at a hard simmer. He's gonna dump these in, and basically these are gonna simmer until they float, and once they float, you give it about 30 seconds. You're gonna pull them out, and then you're gonna go directly to what we have over here is an ice bath. So after they come out here into the ice bath, and then they're ready for the next process, which is searing them in a pan and finishing them with mushroom Maggie's farm mushrooms. So here, Mike's gonna pick up a mushroom Maggie farm with Malfatti. You already know how to make the Malfatti itself. You've seen where the mushrooms come from, and Mike's gonna start the dish as we do here at the restaurant. So now he's adding the Malfatti to the pan. Right now he just has a little bit of canola oil in there. He's gonna add a little bit of butter to really help caramelize the Malfatti and get some color on there. Once it starts getting a little caramelization, then he's going to start adding the other ingredients. All the ingredients for this dish is, of course, mushroom Maggie Farms mushrooms. We have the Malfatti here. We're also going to do some more butter to finish it. Here's the mushrooms themselves. We do add some summer corn, and we finish with a little basil. And then for some acidity, we do a little fresh squeezed lemon juice. So back to the pan. You can see he's already starting to get a little color on there. Probably about to add his mushrooms in just a second. There you go. Another component we didn't talk about is going to be a little chicken stock that we steep all the trimmings of the mushrooms when we clean them. So just reinforcing that mushroom flavor. We pre-roast the mushrooms just to kind of expedite this process here at the restaurant. But of course, you could roast your mushrooms in the pan the same time as the Malfatti at the house. Now we have the corn. You want to go last minute with the corn, so you're just barely cooking it, and it still has that crunch and real nice sweetness to the dish. Adding the stock. Bringing all those flavors together, and also releasing all that pond that's on the bottom of the pan, keeping all that flavor in the dish. So we're seasoning this very basic. We did a little bit of black pepper and a little bit of sea salt. So once this chicken stock gets to all set or almost dry, that's when he's going to mount in the butter, and last minute adding the basil. On this side, for plating up, this is our ricotta with black truffle pate. So we just take a little bit of that, And that's gonna go. We do it on the side of the bowl because we kind of want you to be able to add this as you want and as you eat the Malfatti and mushrooms. There's that lemon juice for the acid to really round it out. Real earthy mushrooms, rich butter sauce. You're gonna need that acid to really make the whole dish pop. Ready for his basil. And we're ready to plate. And there you have it. This is Maggie's mushrooms with Meril's Malfatti. Make it at home.